You think being a nice person makes people respect you, appreciate you, maybe even value you more. But what if it's actually doing the opposite? What if the more you try to please everyone, the less people take you seriously? And deep down, you already feel it. You say yes when you want to say no. You avoid conflict even when something bothers you. You go out of your way for people who wouldn't do the same for you. And this is where it gets uncomfortable. Because this isn't kindness, it's something else. It's self abandonment disguised as being a good person. And don't skip this part, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Most nice people aren't acting from genuine kindness, they're acting from a need to be liked, a fear of rejection, a fear of disappointing others. So
Every time you prioritize someone else over yourself, you're not being kind. You're trying to secure approval. And here's the trap: it works in the short term. People like you, they see you as easy, agreeable, low maintenance. But over time, something shifts. They start expecting it. They stop respecting your time, your energy, your boundaries, because you never showed them where those boundaries are. And here's the mistake most people make: they think if I'm nice enough, people will treat me better. But respect doesn't come from how much you give, it comes from what you tolerate. And this is where it gets interesting. Because the more available you are, the less valuable you seem. Not because people are bad, but because humans naturally value what feels limited. And if you're always saying yes, always agreeing, always accommodating, there's no sense of limit, no sense of boundary. And without boundaries, people don't know where you stand. So they unconsciously push further, ask for more, give less, and suddenly you find yourself drained, frustrated, maybe even resentful. And that resentment is the signal you've been ignoring. It's your mind telling you that you've been giving too much while receiving too little. But instead of listening to it, you suppress it. Because being nice means not complaining, not creating conflict, not making others uncomfortable. And this is the hidden cost no one talks about. You lose yourself. Your needs become secondary. Your voice gets quieter. And over time, you don't even know what you actually want anymore. You just become what other people expect you to be. And if that sounds familiar, it's not random. It usually starts earlier than you think. Maybe you learned that being agreeable kept the peace. Maybe you were praised for being the easy one, the good one, the one who doesn't cause problems. So your brain adapted. It turned people pleasing into a strategy for safety, for acceptance, for belonging. And that's why it's so hard to stop, because it doesn't feel like a choice. It feels like who you are. But here's the truth you need to hear: it's not who you are, it's what you learned. And what you learned can be changed, but not by becoming cold, not by suddenly being rude or selfish. That's another extreme. The real shift is learning how to be kind without abandoning yourself. And it starts with something simple but uncomfortable: boundaries. Saying no without over explaining. Expressing what you actually think, even if it might not be liked. Letting people be disappointed without rushing to fix it. And yes, at first it will feel wrong. Your brain will tell you you're being selfish, that people will leave, that you're doing something bad. But that's just the old pattern reacting, because for the first time, you're not prioritizing approval over self respect. And here's what happens next: the right people adjust. They respect you more, not less. And the ones who only valued your compliance, they might pull away. And that's not a loss, that's clarity. Because real relationships don't require you to shrink yourself to be accepted. So here's the shift: you don't need to be less nice. You need to be more honest, more clear, more grounded in what you actually want. Because real kindness includes yourself. And the moment you stop abandoning your own needs just to keep others comfortable, everything changes. Your energy, your confidence, your relationships, all of it. So to sum it up, being too nice isn't the strength you think it is. It's often fear in disguise. Fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of not being enough. But the way out isn't to stop being kind. It's to stop trading your self-respect for approval. And if this made you rethink how you show up in your relationships, then the next video will help you take it further, showing you exactly how to set boundaries without feeling guilty. So hit subscribe, and I'll see you there.